Hi, everyone. I'm Katie with OceanCity.com, and we are delighted to be here with Coco Kinnon of Winona Fighter. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We are so excited to see you at Oceans Calling 2024. You guys are pretty much like kicking off the entire thing because you are on it Friday at 1:45. How are you guys feeling about it?
We are so excited to be a part of it. We're just like so honored to have been asked in the first place. And it's just so cool. We're getting to share the stage with some idols of ours. So it'll definitely be a fun time.
But absolutely. I mean, you're not really strangers to being on stage with some really cool people. Like I've read you were opening for Incubus, Taking Back Sunday, The Offspring. So I mean, you're in good company, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Just knocking another one off the list.
right, checking them off as we go along. So are these bands that you're opening for or like are going to be sharing the stage with this weekend? Are these like your idols, people that you kind of like looked up to like as you were like forming the band?
Oh yeah, like definitely like our first kind of like big band we opened up for was Incubus, and that was crazy. I mean, they're n not only a favorite band of mine, but they're like my older brother's all-time favorite band. Um, so that was just like I think like the first little taste of what was to come. But yeah, I mean, The Offspring is a band that I've looked up to for a very long time. So getting to share the stage with them last year, and then we just did Riot Fest with them this past Friday. It's been so cool, and now we get to share a stage with Blink 182, which is insane.
Like
Like
seriously.
it it's so cool, and it's and everyone we've met out of all those bands have been such like genuine and kind people, and so open and willing to like pass the torch on to a band like us, which has been really cool.
Real awesome. So you guys are a Nashville-based band, correct?
Yes.
Are you all from Nashville? I think you guys are all from like New England, I think.
I'm from New England. Dan, our guitarist, is from Bloomington, Indiana. And then Austin, our bass player, is from Marshall, Minnesota.
So how did you three, I mean, you're in very different parts of the United States. Like how did you three end up getting together to form this incredible Winona Fighter?
I had moved to Nashville for college, which lasted about a year. I wasn't too much of a college person. And actually, I grew up as a drummer, and just kind of like sang and wrote songs on the side. So I'd answered a Craigslist ad for a band in Nashville. It was like a pop punk alternative band. And Dan had also answered the Craigslist ad to play guitar for it. Um, and it just kind of like wasn't our thing. I think we were looking to take it a little more seriously. And I had been writing stuff on the side for what is now Winona Fighter. So I was kind of like, we hit it off super well right off the bat. So I was like, I snuffed him. I was like, why don't you come play for my project? And then I met Austin in Los Angeles. I moved out there for about a year and a half, and we wrote songs together for the project. And it was kind of a no-brainer. He's like a genius bass player. We needed a bass player. So it just like it all worked out naturally and like strangely super well.
It seems like just very organically, like it didn't work out with this person, but you guys kind of just, like you said, it kind of just happened and everything kind of fell into place like it was supposed to.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So Craigslist bringing bands together one person at a time. Who knew?
Yeah, I mean in 2015, Craigslist was kind of like obsolete for that stuff. So it was like such a strange thing.
You're also dating us both because we both know what Craigslist is. Half the
Yeah.
people don't even know what Craigslist is. If you're listening, Craigslist was like it's like a Facebook marketplace, but for us older people.
Oh
So
my God. We'll still like if we can't find what we're looking for on Facebook, or if we like find what we're looking for on Facebook Marketplace, it'll usually be cheaper on Craigslist. So that's my
people still use Craigslist.
oh yeah.
Okay, well, guys, it's not very safe. So we're just putting a PSA out. It's not like
Yeah.
super safe. Like Facebook Marketplace is a little bit safer. Let's go to. I have read that you guys are categorized as energized, a powerhouse on their feet the entire time. Like, how do you feel about those characteristics that people are calling you? Energized, powerhouse. What do you think?
I think it's awesome. I think it's, what we strive to be. I grew up in a punk scene and that's what I loved the most. I loved from people who weren't afraid to be their authentic selves and really just like go for it and not be embarrassed about having so much energy or dancing around the stage or so it makes me feel like we're doing justice to what I loved so much growing up on.
And what about the punk world do you want to bring to Ocean's Calling? Like, what's your goal?
I think I just want to get everyone moving. It's we are kicking off pretty much kicking off the weekend and I just want everyone to have a great time um and move. I think it's so cool getting to do these festivals and getting the whole crowd to interact. Because it should be that. You should be having fun and you should also feel like you not embarrassed to get moving and grooving. So
Yeah. Another band had explained like when they want people to just kind of like let any of their troubles go for the weekend. Like they'll be there on Monday and just forget about all that starting Friday with you guys.
yeah, exactly that.
So I
It's a
saw
whole nother world. It's
it
awesome.
is like it's like a whole like being in your own world for 3 whole days down there, and it's going to be so much fun. Are you going to be playing hams in a glass? Is that what?
Yes.
Because
Yep.
that has been played. I was looking on Spotify. It's been streamed over 3.1 million times.
Yeah.
Could you like think about it? You would have talked to your middle school self. Describe to your middle school self, like, look, in a couple years, you're going to be playing music that's going to be streamed over 3 million times. Like, how do you explain that to yourself, like your younger self?
I mean, even now, I'm 27 and I just like I can't even believe it. It's all I've ever wanted to do and it's like it makes me very emotional. Like I gotta keep it in check because I'll start crying. But it's the coolest thing ever. And we were told no so much. And as a kid playing punk music, I was told so much. It's told no so much, and it's just so cool to now be in a position where people are listening and like people believe in what we're doing. Because when I was a kid, I felt like no one believed in me. I was a punker. I was a girl drummer. So it's we're just filled with so much gratitude. We could explode. It's
Well,
it's the
we would
coolest thing ever.
us going to Ocean's Calling, we want to see all that emotion on the stage. We want to see everything you got starting at 1:45 on Friday on the Seabright stage. Coco, thank you so much for joining us at oceancity.com.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So everyone, Friday, 1:45, go to the Seabright stage. Winona
Be
Fighter.
there.
Cannot wait to start off the weekend with you. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.